Jack, Jack,
Yes.
invite me, please. We're gonna make up numbers because this is so bad.
Right, hello, welcome to VollGazzRacing Season Trial Division 2 for the final round of MotoGP 23. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of problems, and we are now getting underway. Qualifying, with 5 minutes qualifying. No Star, the champion-elect, starts on pole ahead of Freddie in second, Ropey in third, Joe in fourth, Marcel in fifth. Freddie had joined the session afterwards, so he is sixth. We've got no Q Gamer today, unfortunately, so he has surrendered his title hopes. Meanwhile, we have got Nelson and Jack with us, just to fill out the numbers. But they'll do their best not to get involved in the championship business. And I will let you guys know the championship situation. So, No Star is on 89.5 points. Freddie is on 85 points. So it's a 4.5 points with one sprint, 2 races. So, if either one of them takes wins all 3 races today, they are champion. That's the simplest it can go, but I'm sure it won't go that simple. Just waiting on Nelson to ready up, even though he's not really. Doesn't matter if he's ready or not, but.
Riders have completed their warm-up lap and lined up on the starting grid. In a matter of seconds, the lights will go out and the Phillip Island Grand Prix will begin.
Right, so here we go, lights are on and we are off. And it is No Star who gets off the line the best. But this track has caused a bit of chaos in the past. And just like that, Ropey smashes right into the back of Joe and takes a pair of them out. With Dreaded Head now in second, Freddie's in third, Marcel is in fourth. With Joe and Ropey down in 7th and 8th, with Jack and Nelson in 5th and 6th. Currently trying to understand what's going on behind the scenes, but... So No Star out in front, doing what he needs to do. 4.5 point lead in this sprint. Heading into the sprint, should say, over Freddie. Where is Freddie? He's there. And Marcel has been passed by Jack. Thankfully, he's not in a championship situation, but I'm sure he'll be a bit confused about what's going on. And yeah, I am a bit, to be honest. But Owen, Jack Bowman and Marcel having a bit of contact as well. So, No Star 5 tenths out in front, who is also about 1.1 seconds ahead of Freddie. So in terms of sprint, that'll be a 4-point swing into No Star's favour. That'll put him to 8.5 points, so he can afford to finish second place in the 2 remaining races. But he's wide, he's a bit wide through turn 1. And Dreaded Head, who wasn't at the last 2 rounds, is looking good at the moment. He's half a second off. On to lap 2. And I'm getting a bit worried the fact that Jack's right in the back of Freddie. I do not want Jack to interfere with championship situations. Through Siberia, and now they come up into the third sector, the fastest sector of the track. All fast flowing left and right handers through the hay shed and now into Lukey Heights. And those stars just eking out a couple of attempts a lap at this rate. 2 attempts he's pulled out on Dreaded Head this lap so far. He runs inside curb. The front can sometimes fold. Oh, and Dreaded Head hits the inside grass there actually. Hit the inside curb, then hit the grass, and that's cost him about 0.3 of a second. So, No Star now with a 1 second advantage over Dreaded Head in second place. And No Star running a medium front, hard rear. So No Star going for the softer front but harder rear. I'm guessing that's definitely probably due to temperatures, because the temperatures of this circuit are very low, especially at cloudy conditions. As Marcel's gone down at the southern loop, as there's a battle maybe forming for 6th place between Joe and Ropey. Ropey, who could have won the race here a season ago, but unfortunately had a lot of lag issues and was unfortunately DNF'd. He's looking up the inside at the Miller hairpin and he goes through the inside of Joe. So Ropey moves into 6th place, but Joe's going back up the inside at Siberia, and the Repsol Honda rider goes through on the Grassini Ducati, but Ropey's going to get the better exit to go through turn 7, and here we go into the hay shed of turn 8, but Ropey's just not able to find a way through. And now heading towards Lukey Heights. And Joe just touching the inside curb there, but thankfully not gone down, as No Star's extended his lead over Dreaded Head by even a bigger margin. Joe just a bit wide into MG. And Ropey using a lot of inside curve there, very nice. And I think we're going to see a slipstream and Desmodici power effect as we come onto the straight. Around the final corner, you cut it back a little bit, and it's full gas down the home straight into the slipstream goes Ropey. He's gaining, he's going to pull to the right hand side. And Joe just lays it over him on the brakes. Oh, and Freddie's gone down at turn 1. And that could be championship over. I won't say it is, because things can definitely change. And this is the sprint as well, so Freddie will lose 8 points, but those 8 points can easily be gained back in the main race. But No Star in a very championship prosperous position, with Nelson and Jack somehow in 3rd and 4th. Ropey and Joe fighting for 5th now, and Joe bullying his way past Ropey there into Siberia once again. Lots of contact being made, and Ropey on the outside curb. You don't want to be doing that. Into the hay shed. So 3 laps to go. Dreaded Head has managed to not lose too much time to No Star, but unfortunately the gap just continues to grow and grow and grow. It's growing at half a second a lap. Ropey meanwhile still trying to find a way past Joe, and Freddie is behind. Not sure if he's going to be able to catch up in time, but we'll have to see. I think this time there won't be any contact at Siberia. But with 2.5 laps to go, I think the win, it seems set, but you can't say it's in stone, because it's not that difficult to crash at turn 1. You just tip in, you hit the bump wrong, and you're down. So you've got to stay on your toes. And now down into MG. And now up to the line for these guys to start their penultimate laps of the race. Meanwhile, out front, No Star doing a fantastic job. 3 seconds the lead now, so he's just pulling and pulling and pulling. Medium, hard option seems to have worked, but a little bit of spin there. And Marcel's gone down on the entrance of the Southern Loop. Bit of a strange place to crash. So Dreaded head on for his best finish of the season in second place. He's had a couple of third places. I'm just going to quickly check if he's had any second places. I believe he has. Yes, he had a second place in round 3. And Nelson's gone through, make a bit of contact with him. Well, the 2 make contact. It's really not ideal. And now into the final corner. To start the final lap, No Star's got 3 seconds out, his 3-second lead out in front. So we're going to make contact this time into turn 1, the run wide. Jack's going to go up the inside. Meanwhile, Ropey is once again on the back of Joe. Can Joe do anything about Ropey? Is Ropey, he's going to think, I think he's going to get on the curve there. Ropey's going to maybe try into the Miller hairpin again. He's getting close, he's gaining on the brakes, but he's going to run wide. He's got sucked in by the slipstream, but Ropey's actually gone round the outside of Joe, and he's got through. Joe's going to try and overtake back at Siberia, but he can't do so. So, Ropey outsmarting Joe. They're going round the outside of the Miller hairpin and moves into 5th place. But Joe at the hay shed, the 2 make contact. Joe hits the inside grass and somehow doesn't go down. He lost the front and now he's going up the inside at Lukey Heights. Up the inside, more contact between the 2. Down into MG. Ropey sending it more contact. The 2 of them are just constantly colliding. And thankfully it's not ended in utter tears as No Star rounds the final corner and is going to take victory and a good step towards winning the championship. As I've no idea who's just got second there. Ropey will take be a podium, Joe 6th and Freddie in 7th. As Marcel has left.
Let's take a look at the final
So No Star wins, Dreaded head is 2nd, Ropey is 3rd, Joe's 4th, Freddie's 5th and Marcel is in 6th.
The usual post-race interview.
Oh no. I accidentally clicked start there where I was meant to click on the race mode. So, trying to remember the points now. So, No Star took 10 points compared to Freddie's 4. So that's 6 points. So, No Star leads by 10.5 points. So essentially, if No Star beats Freddie, he wins. If Freddie beats No Star, it goes to the final round. Just waiting for Dreddy to head in, Ropey to ready up.
Riders have completed their warm-up lap and lined up on the starting grid. In a matter of seconds, the lights will go out and the Phillip Island Grand Prix will begin.
So here we go, No Star, he's in a championship winning situation, he's just got to beat Freddie. Let's see if he can handle the pressure, I think he will be able to. Given us the grid size. And we are away. And that looks like a good getaway for No Star. And unfortunately, Joe having a poor start. If you go into turn 1, and it is No Star, at least Ropey this time as a good start, survives the opening corner. Oh, No Star's lost the front at turn 2, and so is Ropey as well. So those two have gone down, and Freddie is in the lead. And at this situation, this point swing 9 points, and it goes to 1.5. So I said it in the sprint. It just because of how the order went in the sprint doesn't mean that it's championship over. So No Star making a big mistake on the opening lap, and he's run wide again into the Miller hairpin. No Star did such a perfect job in the sprint. It's all going horribly wrong for him. Meanwhile, at the front, Freddie leads the way ahead of Dreaded Head in second. Joe's in third. Oh, and Joe's looking up the inside of Dreaded Head through Lucky Heights, and he's through. Very aggressive move on the Ducati rider. Joe sees he can take his second victory of the season. Meanwhile, Freddie, if he can win, this would do a world for his championship hopes. 9 points he would gain, which means it would be 1.5 points heading towards Valencia. Trying to emulate the Division 2 victory of Legendary from Season 5. Oh, I think I'm one and only French championship winner. Freddie looking to become the second. So Dreaded Head, he's not taken a victory. He might have won in season 10, I can't quite remember, but he definitely hasn't won in quite a while. So through the Stoner corner, and it looks like it could be a two-way fight for the win between Freddie and Joe at the moment. Freddie had, even though he finished second in the sprint race, maybe he didn't have the pace. The pace for second, and it's just due to everyone else's mistakes. But we have to wait and see. No Star is 3.2 seconds behind Ropey, and is gaining quite fast. So No Star, it's not over for him yet. Once this lap finishes, there's still another 7 to go. Down into MG. Straight ahead, really hot into the hairpin, and Freddie has got Joe all over the back of him. He's just got to maintain that half a second. Look at him, he's taking a very wide entry to try and get the best exit possible down this home straight. As they now start to head in towards turn 1. A little bit of front brake, turn it in, over the bumps. And Freddie's been a bit conservative into turn 1. Joe around the outside of turn 2. But he can't quite get the job done. As they now head towards turn 3. Joe's all over the back of Freddie. He's going to go up the inside, the side by side, into towards the former Honda hairpin, now Miller hairpin. And Freddie holds on to the lead as they go into Siberia. Freddie using a lot of inside curb. There's a lot of grip on the inside curb, but it does sometimes cause problems on the exit. It just makes you have the wrong angle. But Freddie's just doing enough so far to lead the way. If he can stay like this, his championship's still on. Well, there's a bit of a head shake down into the MG hairpin. It's a very difficult section. It doesn't take a lot around here to crash. Just if you hit the wrong bump, apply the brake in the wrong place, if you just turn in too early or late, it's all it takes when you're down. But so far, 3 laps gone, and Freddie's doing the job that No Star was doing, except he's not romping away with it like No Star was. And Dreaded Head, he's staying put. He's not gaining, and he's losing time, but it's not a massive amount of time he's losing. And Freddie just taking a very tight exit there out of the southern loop. I think you can tell he's riding a little bit a bit conservative here. You probably understand the pressure he's got. He's just got to bring the bike home, even if it's in second. That's going to be worse because he's going to lose out 3 points. And that means he can't just win the next race. But this one victory, it could be the difference between a championship and second place. He will finish second at worst. The bike just seems a little bit nervous here and there. But Freddie's doing a good job as we are about to start lap number 5 out of 9. 5 laps will remain as they head on to the start-finish straight. And here comes Joe in the slipstream. He's going to be gaining. He's gaining. He's gaining. He's gaining. He's going to go around the outside. But Freddie's got the inside line. And Freddie holds on to the lead. He's got the tight line for turn 2 as well. That's going to mean he's going to run wide. And Joe goes into the lead. Right, so Joe back in front. Let's see what Freddie can do from this position. Can Freddie fight back? He needs to fight back. He's really wide through Stoners. And Joe Walsh is really sideways through the Miller hairpin. And Freddie retakes the lead. Oh, and Dreaded Head makes a big mistake in the background there. And running onto the grass, and now Ropey is in touching distance for a podium. But that means No Star is 4.2 seconds behind Ropey. So Ropey maybe has the best pace out of everyone. Well, I think Joe's got the best pace at the moment, but Ropey's pace is a lot stronger than No Star's as Joe hits the back of Freddie. Joe trying to ride through him and he's hit the grass. Just try and get Joe to calm down here. He does not want to get himself involved in a championship spat here. Oh, and No Star's gone down for another time. So, as long as nothing horribly goes wrong for anybody else, No Star will be finishing 5th place. It was a bit annoying the fact there's only 5 people racing because it would mean so much more. Like with Q Gamer, we'll see what on earth that would do for things, but we'll never know. 4 laps remain of this race. The gap at the front, 0.6 of a second. We're going to go, and Marcel's rejoined after, so he will be classed as 6th. But it's all going to come down to Valencia, I'm pretty sure. But here comes Ropey. Can he find a way through and Dreaded head into the Stoner? And he exits the Stoner corner into the Miller hairpin. He's looking up the inside of the GP23 Ducati and he's gone through. And Ropey is into 3rd place. Back onto the podium. Through turn 7 and now into turn 8. Back at the front, Freddie 4/10 the gap over Joe. There's so many contrasting lines between the Ducati and the Honda, and I can't tell who is making mistakes and who isn't. But we're gonna start the 7th lap now. Just 3 laps will remain of this race. No Star, he's out of it. The sprint winner is out of it, but Dreaded Head, he's not taking slipstream of Ropey here. Oh, he's taking a little bit now, but maybe that's just to be a bit careful into turn 1. Just studying the man he needs to beat to get into 3rd place onto the podium. Just a lap of studying can be enough to retake the place. This is where Ropey went through a lap ago. Oh my lord, and Dreaded Head's knocked. He's knocked him off, and Ropey's... And No Star's gone as well. So the fact that Ropey's gone means No Star has been given an absolute lifeline, so now that means No Star doesn't have to win in Valencia. These races get worse. Oh, and Joe's looking up the inside at MG. He's unable to find a way through. Around the final corner to start the penultimate lap of the race. Freddie's championship chances have been slashed a little bit. And if Joe wins, they're going to be slashed even more. So 3.5 points is the life standings. Ropey's decision to quit the session has possibly given No Star a chance of victory by 0.5 point at minimum. And Joe hitting the grass on the inside again in this, but this time at Stoners. He's got 3 track limits warnings, which is I'd say is quite weird for this circuit, given it is grass on the inside. If you do cut or extend the track, but Freddie's just been doing enough into the hay shed for the penultimate time. He's just doing enough to put his championship hopes in the right place. But Joey, I was not, being French as well, I wasn't sure if he'd maybe just act as a shield really, but it turns out he's not. He wants to win. Joe can't win the championship, but he's making Freddie work for it, that's for sure. But round the final corner to start the final lap of this race. Through turn 1. Freddie's just got half a second, 4 tenths to hold on to for the next dozen corners. Into Stoners for the final time, heading towards the Miller hairpin. This is where Freddie retook the lead. And Joe, full commitment. Bike sliding all over the place. He just dipped in the 3/10 mark there, but he just couldn't get the exit like Freddie could round Siberia. And now, here we go, up to turn 7, and now flicking it right for the Hayshed. Into Lukey Heights of turn 9. As he goes over the crest and down. His front end just been squirming every time he hits the brakes, but he's been fully in line, so the front hasn't folded on him. He rounds penultimate corner. Into the final corner. He had a disastrous sprint, but he's had a fantastic race. And Freddie is going to take another victory and puts his title hopes in good favour, and will take the championship into the final race of the season. Dreaded Head, after knocking off Ropey, will finish in 3rd, while No Star, who had an absolute mare, will somehow pick up a 4th place due to the lack of numbers.
As the riders do their cool-down laps,
So Freddie is 1st, Joe 2nd, Dreaded 3rd, No Star 4th, with Ropey in 5th. And Marcel will be given 6th, I guess. Last round's in Valencia. So the symbols to get if No Star finishes in 2nd or better, he is champion. So, pressure's on for Freddie and No Star, who will become the champion. You probably got to say it's highly going to be No Star, since he's got to finish 1st or 2nd. But if he has a race like he just had, then it's fair to say that it's not going to be that simple. And Joe is the first rider out on track. Freddie is the 2nd rider out, Freddie's the 3rd rider out, with No Star, I believe, in tow. So the 2 championship rivals are going to be out on track together for their final qualifying session of the season. Let's see, are these two going to play any games on the outlap? Freddie's gone with a hard front, soft rear. No Star, I'd imagine, is probably gone with similar. And Joe is going to be the first one to start a lap. Down towards turn 1. And now in towards turn 2, fourth gear and entrance, maybe even fifth or third, depending on your gearbox. And the sequence of left-handers finally comes to an end as you go into turn 4. In real life, this is a really treacherous corner, and then into turn 5. Just be patient and hit the gas as you head up towards turn 6. There's a lot of inside curve on the exit. Through the kink of turn 7, you hit the checkpoint for sector 2 to go into sector 3. Around the long turn 8 and then into the chicane of turn 9 and 10, with turn 10 being a very dangerous corner in cold conditions. And then into the final sector through turn 12 and then through turn 13. Usually can drift around here, but unfortunately the game's physics doesn't allow you to, but the soft front, soft rear for the Repsol Honda rider. Into turn 14, the final corner. And up to the line. What's lap time going to be? A 26.7. Decent lap time. No Star is in front of Freddie. I don't know, I haven't been paying attention to see who was in front. Oh, and Freddie's going to invalidate the lap, so it's not going to matter. But it looks like No Star is not going to be setting pole position lap time from the off. I don't think Freddie is either. Well, Freddie would have either. Into the final corner. No Star already really wide. He's straight into the pits and Freddie follows him. Meanwhile, Marcel, he's just No Star sets a lap time of a 132.2 as Marcel comes to the line and will go into second place. 1.6 off, straight ahead. Invalidated his first attempt, but he's going again. Big wheelie. As he's about to come to the end of the second sector just about now. Coming into turn 8, he's looking a bit... He doesn't look smooth. Sort of like he's figuring out, maybe, I'm going to guess he's probably not done any practice around this track for a while. So he's just trying to figure out the turning points and things like that. And more big wheelies out of the hairpin there of turn 11. Through the chicane of turn 12 and flicking into 13. And then into the final corner, fully leaned over the fronts, trying to wash out. And up to the line. Should be second place. Freddie is letting No Star get ahead of him. So these two championship contenders on the back, and they'll start from the back currently. Down into the final corner to start. The one of 2 laps. We'll go on board with Freddie to try and see if we can notice a difference in gaps, whether it's closing in or going away. Into turn 1, and Freddie's made a right mistake of that one. Completely missed the apex. Down into turn 2. He's actually invalidated the lap. I think he must have hit the he must have hit the pit exit and invalidated the lap. So he's got to save his tyres. So we will go with No Star. Currently on for an improvement. I expect him to go second at best. Sorry, second at worst. Into the turn 8, running really hot, cutting it back. Through turn 9 and then turn 10. as Marcel has invalidated his next lap, so he will probably box, pick some fresh tyres, new fuel. There are still 3 personal best sectors, so it's all going to come down to this final corner. I've noticed how small the clutch lever is. Around the final corner and up to the line he goes. Can he take pole position? He probably move on to the front row. 4.5 tenths off Joe. So Joe's done a fantastic lap, and Freddie now breaking for turn 1. That's a lot better than the last time. So Freddie always put the outside curb though. Freddie's only got 2 goes at this. You'd think if he could just set a lap time, it'd be enough to pour him just go on the front row. But usually it's never that simple. And No Star's gone down at turn 4. Into turn 6. On the gas into the checkpoint of sector 2 into sector 3 through 7 and now into 8, tipping it in now. Similar line to what No Star had now. He validated his first lap here at turn 9 and then into turn 10. Much better lines there. Joe's looking to go even faster than he has done before, so Joe's looking like your favourite for the race so far. Oh, and Freddie's invalidated again, so Freddie's got one last go at it. But starting from the back isn't the worst. I mean, he won from the back last time, so starting from last place is not the worst, and he is going to start from the back. So Freddie, in his championship fighting race, will start from 5th. No Star looks to be fighting from 2nd. It's all going to come down to consistency. Who can stay on, who can not make mistakes. In the moment, to be honest, I don't know who that is. All of them seem to be making quite a fair few mistakes. Due up to the line, there's no improved No Star, however. Red sector 1. Is No Star saving the best till last? As Ready Ahead has gone down at turn 6. That's his qualifying over, so just No Star and Joe left to try and take pole position. It's a personal best 2nd sector, but No Star's looking good here. He's looking clean. Decent lines into turn 9 now. We've had to correct himself a bit. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. Out of turn 11. And he's lost time, so yeah, that little bit of taking turn 9 too tight has cost him all that lap time. Let's see if he can find anything in this final sector. But I think Joe's going to be safe to take the final pole position in Division 2 on MotoGP 23. Around the final corner, and No Star's at the inside, and he's invalidated. So Joe will be a pole man. Oh, and he's lost the front as well. And that's it. So Joe's first, No Star second, Johnny had 3rd, Marcel 4th, and Freddie rounds out the field in 5th. So if things stay like that, No Star would be champion. Just wait for Dreadhead and Marcel to ready up. Oh no, Star's unreadied up. Right, let's go. For the final race of Division 2, it will be around about 9 to 10 laps.
Maximum focus now. Only a few seconds before the start of the Valencia Grand Prix.
So here we go. The revs are on, the lights are on. And we're off. Marcel with a terrible start as they all head down into turn 1. Freddie's got the slipstream, he's looking up the inside. Oh, and No Star's gone down at turn 1. I think No Star possibly at the back of Freddie there. For championship wise, it's still in No Star's hand by half a point. So no, Freddie's got to get in front of Dreadhead here, but big moment for the championship. No Star going down at turn 1. Possibly it's in the back of Freddie, I don't quite know, but he's definitely on his back wheel when it happened. As they go into turn 6, Joe is out in front. Joe had the best qualifying pace. And look at Freddie, here comes Freddie. He's gaining on Dreadhead as they head towards turn 7 and turn 8. And Dreadhead just does not look smooth. Or Marcel's ran really wide. No Star though, he's got the work to do. The pressure is on him. Well, it's actually on Freddie at the moment because Freddie's not in a championship winning position, but he will be if he does this move. And he's just not able to get the exit on Dreadhead as they head towards turn 12. So you get 10 points for third, you get 6 points for fifth, 4.5 points separate them. So it goes half points in the way of No Star, but Freddie's trying to get through and Dreadhead. He's now got the slipstream. Here we go, he's in the slipstream, he's going to pull out to the left hand side. And he's going to send it on the brakes into turn 1. The two make contact. Freddie's gone straight on. Somehow they haven't gone down. And Freddie's got to do it all over again, but that's going to allow No Star to close in. He's closing in on Marcel. So it was a good attempt by Freddie there, but unfortunately he ended up on there. I don't think Dreadhead saw him, or I don't know how that happened, but Freddie ended up on the grass, stayed on. A pair of them stayed on, but they had to run on at turn 1. So Joe out in front by 1.2 seconds. I think the race might go to him unless he goes down. But Freddie definitely seems to have a better pace, better consistency anyway compared to Dreadhead. It just does not look fluid at all. Going to turn 9 and now turn 10. Got to be careful of track limits around Valencia as well. Very easy to cut corners. Turn 9 and 10, the easiest ones. And No Star is gaining. He is gaining on the riders in front. And Marcel is staying with Freddie as well, so I think Marcel's going to have to do a teammate job here. So down the straight. Dreadhead's not going to be attacked by Freddie this time round. On to lap 3. And then this lap will reach the first third. No Star is arriving. He's closing in. He's closed in by about 8 tenths in the last lap to Marcel. So he will arrive in about 2 and a bit laps time. Oh, Dreadhead's wide, but Freddie's followed him. Oh, Dreadhead's on the curb as well. That's going to really impact his drive. Through turn 7 into turn 8, he's just the way that Dreadhead's just constantly like turning in and not turning in. It's just a bit weird. And No Star's really closing in, and Marcel is even closing in on Freddie as well. I was saying that Freddie, he's done the Brad Binder and just gone straight on near enough and giving himself a long lap penalty. And then that means that No Star is within a second. Oh, Freddie's at the inside curb and he's gone down. And that might be championship over for Freddie. He just turned a little bit too early for the chicane. And down he went. No Star is in a championship winning position now. All he's got to do is beat Freddie. As he goes out the final corner, he blasts past Marcel, Freddie's teammate. But is Marcel going to try and attack back? No, he's going to brake really early. He's not gone for the move. And No Star is set free. So it looks like No Star is going to be our season 12 Division 2 champion. Oh my goodness, Marcel had such different lines, such a higher entry speed compared to No Star, who's going to clatter into the back of him. Joe out in front by 3.3 seconds. Joe might steal third in the championship here with this performance. As everybody but Marcel has got a track limits warning. Freddie, meanwhile, has now got a big job on his hands, big task. It looks unlikely it can be done, but yeah, you can't say it's for sure. And they're still beginning to close in on Dreaded Head. He set the fastest lap of the race. 5 laps remain. Hard braking into turn 1. 7/10 the gap to the Jamaican. This has just got, you can just tell he's just got more confidence in the bike and the track and in himself compared to Dreaded Head. Dreaded Head now has got No Star for company. No Star's is in the 3/10 range through 9 and 10. Won't be able to make the move at 11, but I'm guessing turn 1 is going to be the place where it should happen. Unless Dreaded Head makes a mistake somewhere else. Into the final corner, you can see the different lines, different approaches. Oh, and Freddie's gone down at the final corner, and that is probably the nail in the coffin for him. Hard on the brakes into turn 1 again. 4 laps remain, and Freddie's gone, so that is confirmed. No Star is your champion for Division 2 as Dreaded Head runs really wide through turn 2. But he's going to maintain the position for now. And No Star has probably just realised what's just happened. Is made a mistake there, probably just out of shock. Now he doesn't. He can just ride freely. He doesn't have to make any mistakes. He doesn't have to worry about making any mistakes. He can just ride how he normally does. Oh, and Dreaded Head's wide through turn 8. But he's got a better exit, surely. And he does, and No Star's unable to make a move on the factory Ducati rider. Oh, No Star's at the inside grass and stayed on. Just about. But Joe out in front by 5 seconds. It's just a dominant performance by Joe here in the final race for Division 2. Around the final corner. Can No Star get the exit? Doesn't look like it. Possibly he's got the slip shoe in a Ducati though. He's going to pull over to the left hand side. Hold on the brakes. We braked earlier than the Jamaican. Into turn 1. He's at the inside curb and he's gone down. No Star's gone down. He's picked up a long lap penalty as well. So it looks like, well, it's just this is the thing. If only Joe had not been missing for a couple of rounds, he might have ended up winning this championship. And Freddie hadn't left. If Q Gamer was here, he could have. There's so many if Ropey hadn't have left, if Daredevil hadn't left, or Daredevil been here the entire time, just so many what ifs about this season because nobody's had any real consistency. Like you've had the No Star Freddy and Q Gamer being the main protagonists, but they've gone from being they'd be first one moment and then down in 7th or 8th the next. So No Star's head's completely gone, and he's gone down again. He probably doesn't care at this point because he probably knows he's champion, but certainly not the. I mean, Freddie, if he was still in the race, he would be in 4th at this point probably. But Joey's done a fantastic job. As I look at his championship standings, if he wins this race, yeah, he will leapfrog into 3rd place. Joe actually did have an outside chance of winning the championship. But due to the numbers, his chances have been thwarted. So Joe leads by 6 seconds. He's ready ahead with Marcel looking to take his first podium in 3rd. And No Star is one warning away from another long lap penalty. Pretty sure No Star's probably goon riding at this point. Is he running medium tyres as well? He is. So No Star's running medium tyres. I did not notice that to begin with. It's usually a hard front, medium rear as far as I'm aware. Or Marcel thinks made a bit of a mistake there. But Joe will start the final lap of this race. And he will finish 3rd place in the championship at the end of this. So Joey's done a fantastic job. Unfortunately, he's missed a couple of races, which means he's not able to clinch the championship because he definitely could have done in this last round if everything went his way. Hello, Spadder. I've only just noticed seeing your thing. Hello, Spadder, if you're still here. But anyway, here comes Joe, turn 13. And into the final corner. And Joe is going to take his 2nd victory of the season. In a pretty similar way he did at Mazzano. Lovely relay over the line to take victory. Ready to head. Will finish and take another 2nd place today. With Marcel taking his first podium in 3rd. But our champion for Division 2 in Season 12. He's the first Belgian champion for us. It is No Star 97. Is he going to pull a big wheelie over the line? No, he's not. But No Star crossed the line to finish in 4th and takes the championship ahead of Freddie, who will be put in 5th place.
In a moment, we'll go live.
So Joe first, Jeddy's at 2nd, Marcel 3rd, and No Star in 4th. So we will go with, we'll not wait any longer because we've been here for ages. We will go first with the new champion in No Star.
Hi, Jack.
Hello. So, No Star, you are VollGazzRacing Season 2 Division 12 champion. How does it feel?
Oh, it's pretty good, but strange season. But yeah, I was happy with the first victory today, and then I did big mistakes for second race, and then the third race here in Valencia. Yeah, I wasn't happy with oh, that's good. I wasn't happy with my time in qualification. So I tried to do my best for the race, but my left hand is hurting, so I'm just trying to do my best, but I can't do anymore. So yeah, I'm happy, and let's go for the next season.
Yeah. So, congratulations on the championship.
Thank you very much.
Next will be Dreaded Head. Okay, so unfortunately you weren't here for the past 2 rounds, but you returned. You've taken a sprint podium and a main race podium at the end of the season. How were these 3 races? Yeah, so congratulations. I don't quite know where you've ended up in the championship, but well done. And I don't know if Marcel is here. Okay, I think that is going to be it for Season 12 for Division 2 on MotoGP 23. We'll next see you in just under an hour's time for Division 1, and another championship will be decided then. Goodbye.